Hi, it's Nikki Blonsky from the movie Hairspray, and good morning, Baltimore. With that intro, that should tell you exactly what we are talking about today, because with Nikki Blonsky's resurgence into pop culture because of the cameos that she's been doing that have been going super viral on TikTok, I felt like I needed to talk about her because she's honestly plagued my mind for a very long time. Her Twitter days, her Zack Efron moments during the press tour of Hairspray, all of these things I've thought about for a very long time, and I feel like people are now learning about her via these cameos.
Hey Ben, it's Nikki Blonsky, and yes, that was a little good morning Baltimore. How you doing?
But they don't actually know the Nikki Blonsky lore, and let me tell you, there is a lot. And I am so excited to do this deep dive because I know that you guys are going to leave here knowing a lot more than you did when you came in. So let's start back at the beginning. Nikki Blonsky at 17 years old got cast in the movie adaptation of Hairspray, which was a movie turned musical turned movie again. She beat out 1,100 other girls for the main role of Tracy Turnblad. The craziest thing about this is she had no prior movie experience. Like, she was not in Hollywood. She was just a high school girl doing her own productions at school and just went to an open casting call and got this role. And it was crazy that the director, Adam Shankman, trusted her to really lead this amazing cast. I mean, we had Zack Efron, Amanda Bynes, John Travolta, Michelle Pfeiffer, James Marsden, Christopher Walken. Like, this was a star-studded movie. And the leading lady was someone who has never acted in a movie before. But honestly, like, Hairspray is one of my favorite movie musical adaptations of all time. And I give credit where credit is due. Nikki Blonsky absolutely ate the role of Tracy Turnblad. The movie itself was met with critical and commercial success. It did super well and was actually nominated for a lot of awards. And Nikki was nominated for a SAG Award, a Golden Globe, and 2 Critics' Choice Awards. But we are not here to talk about Nikki's accolades, unfortunately. We are here to talk about the mess that was Nikki's experience in the industry. She really became somewhat of a household name because of Hairspray. It blew up and people really liked her. She was herself. She really had no media training, so she was just saying whatever she wanted when she did interviews, and I think people really liked that about her. But the funniest thing that she really did in my eyes was go on Twitter and just start tweeting at every celebrity who had an account at that time. I mean, the movie came out in 2007, so imagine 2007, 2008, she's adding Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, Lily Collins, literally anyone, saying, "Hi, it's Nikki Blonsky from the movie Hairspray," and then she would write a little message. I mean, the Lady Gaga one is everything to me. She's like, "I love your music, I love everything you stand for, and I live in New York too, hope to see you." So good. And the Lily Collins one where she just tweeted at her saying that she was excited to work with her because they got cast in the same movie together. Like, celebrities don't act like that on Twitter anymore. And the fact that she was using her platform the way that all of us would if we were famous, like, I would just start tweeting at all these people. Like, if I had the access and the resources and the following to start tweeting at celebrities and adding them, I would do it, and you would do it too. On a more serious note, we do need to talk about why Nikki Blonsky does not have an acting career anymore and why she has resorted to Cameo to make the majority of her income. On July 30th, 2008, Nikki Blonsky was flying back from a family vacation in Turks and Caicos, and at the airport, she was involved in a brawl with America's Next Top Model contestant Bianca Golden. The fight occurred at the Provinciales airport, where basically the way that Nikki tells it is completely different from the way Bianca tells it. But Nikki said Bianca's family became upset that passengers were kind of saving seats in the departures area, just kind of waiting and putting their stuff on extra seats so not everyone could sit down. The families began to argue, and Bianca and her family explained that Nikki's father, Carl, punched her mother in the face, and Nikki kicked her mother in the groin. Now, Bianca's mother, Elaine, did have to get airlifted to the hospital. So she had literal damage to her skull from the punch that Nikki says never happened. But Elaine was in the hospital in Turks and Caicos for severe injuries. Nikki did interviews, one specifically with People magazine, where she maintained that she never kicked Elaine, Bianca's mother, and her dad never punched her, but the evidence says otherwise. Also, it was said that Nikki and her entire family were saying the N-word during this entire altercation.
So tell me what happened in the airport.
She was very rude to my aunt. My aunt had 2 babies in her arms. So I sat down next to her and I was talking to my brother, and she turns to me and says, "You need to mind your business. You don't know what's going on." It was a lot of words exchanged and we were arguing with each other. But my mom had came over and she was like, "Guys, you need to calm down. You realize you're in the airport." Her father, who I didn't know was her father at the time.
Nikki's father?
Nikki's father came and he punched my mom.
What?
He knocked her out. And she has
Knocked her out?
Knocked her out. At the time, I was still sitting down next to Nikki. This is how fast it happened. She takes her foot and just kicks my mom and everything. They called us, I don't know if I can say this, but
Say it.
they called us niggas and they called us, "Get these animals out of here." And her father and mother started saying, they got babies, my daughter has to get
Nikki's side of the story is that they got into an argument, her and Bianca, and then Bianca close fist punched her in the face. The way that all of this ended was Nikki, her father Carl, and Bianca all got charged with assault. The one thing that came out of this that I find to be the most insane thing was the TMZ article saying that Nikki's mom couldn't stop the beat. No word, literally no words for that headline. TMZ, you fell for that. However, in December of 2008, all of the assault charges against every party were dropped, but that really ended Nikki's acting career. People did not want to hire her for jobs. She was a flight risk. She was deemed violent, and also it was a racial crime. It was not good. And Nikki really paid the price for this. She has barely acted since. I think she's been in 4 or 5 projects. So that is really when her career took a turn, because she was the next up and coming top actress because of the way that she was able to do such a great job in Hairspray and act like she was a seasoned pro amongst so many amazing names when she had never even acted before in a movie. So if you were curious, that is why she really hasn't worked in Hollywood since 2008. Next up, we have to talk about Nikki and Zack Efron's relationship while filming and also during the press tour, because the two of them maintained that they were extremely close. They were inseparable. Other cast members said that they would do things together when they weren't shooting on the off days, and they were just great friends. However, Nikki, I think, took this a little bit too far in some of the interviews. One of them being the Wendy Williams interview, when Wendy asked if she saw Zack and Vanessa getting married, and Nikki said, "No, sorry, V." This clip is literally insane. Here it is.
Zack is one of my best friends in the whole world.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Okay, let's get serious now.
Do you think that he and Vanessa will go the distance and get married? Not yet, just eventually.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, V. Love you, girl, but it ain't happening. It's just, you want the truth. It's the truth.
I'm sorry to hear that too.
Sorry, Hollywood. I know him real well. I love him real well. But
Oh, you're a good, funny girl. You're good. Okay.
I'm the one for Zac Efron.
But the fact that Nikki was like, Vanessa's not the one for him, they're not getting married, but I'm the one for Zack, absolutely crazy. In 2013, when Zack was battling addiction and actually went to rehab, Nikki did an interview about it, saying that she picked up the phone and called him.
Has seen his share of trouble. Zac Efron acknowledged he had been in rehab.
What went through your mind?
Picked up the phone.
What'd you say to him?
I love you. Sorry.
How is he coping?
He's a wonderful guy and he is super strong. So nothing could take him down.
And again, this was many years after Hairspray, and it seemed like at that time, Nikki was really stuck in the past. And we'll kind of see that this is a through line of this entire video in her career. She has really never left 2007, because everything and anything will get tied back to Hairspray in her life. There was also some of the interviews where she talked about how her kiss with Zac Efron was magical during filming, and that he even slipped some tongue in there, which was not in the script. You really can't make this up. And these were interviews that she was doing so many years later. And at that point, Zac Efron had done 20 more movies. So I don't know. I think Zac Efron kind of left him and Nikki's friendship in the past. And Nikki really continued as if they were inseparable best friends ever since they stopped filming, which I think was a core issue there. And people really thought it was weird. Then there were the 2011 rumors that Nikki was extremely broke. She had no work because a photo went viral of her sweeping hair in a Long Island salon.
This photo of the Hairspray star working in a hair salon sparked rumors she was in financial trouble.
Do you work in a salon?
Actually, I never worked in a salon.
Are you broke?
I'm not wealthy in any means, but I still live with my parents. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Now, this actually was a real photo. Like, Nikki did get a cosmetology license at the time. She worked at a salon as a makeup artist and a hairstylist, and like, she was trying to make ends meet. She said that she wasn't broke. She said that she wasn't a millionaire, but she lived with her parents. She was in between acting gigs and auditions and wanted something else to do. At that time, she also worked at a shoe boutique in the same area. And customers would literally come in and recognize her and be like, what are you doing here? Is this like for a shoe collaboration? Are you doing an ad for them? And Nikki was like, no, I'm just working the register, and would sing Hairspray for them, would sign autographs. And her shoe store manager said that she was the best employee he's ever had. So Nikki was finding odd jobs while she was auditioning. I don't know how much auditioning she was really doing, because we all know that like she didn't like get any real roles. But when she was talking to press during this time when they were accusing her of being broke, she was like, I'm working on something that is bigger than Hairspray. Like, it is about to catapult my career to heights that have never been seen before. Of course, we know that didn't happen, but like, that is what she was telling the tabloids when they were like, you're broke, you're working at a shoe store, you're working at a salon, like, you're just trying to make ends meet. And she's like, no, I'm finding some other things to do in my spare time because I have a lot of free time between auditions, and you guys just wait because I'm about to blow your minds. In 2020, Nikki actually came out on TikTok to the song I'm Coming Out, and that was like a big moment for her. She actually is married now to her partner, Haley Joe Jensen. That is relatively new. That happened in 2023. But now in this new age of social media, she has found a resurgence. I mean, she did that like Instagram interview show with celebrities back in 2020 during the pandemic, and honestly, it didn't like really make any noise. But now she has been on Cameo for years. Now, I've been following Nikki Blonsky's Cameo journey closer than a lot of you guys.
Hey, Spencer! It's Nikki Blonsky, and good morning, Baltimore! And hello to you. Spencer, I know from Emily. Emily told me a little bit about what's going on, and I am so sorry to hear that you got laid off.
But I saw her really blowing up on TikTok like this week, and I was like, let me get a video out because I need to tell all of you guys about the Nikki Blonsky lore. But she has been doing all of these cameos, basically singing Hairspray songs to people, being like, hi, it's Nikki Blonsky, and you guys are the nicest kids in town, like singing to people every day. Insane. And at first they started out as $20 cameos, went up to $50, $75, and now as of this week, like as of today, she's charging $100 per cameo, and she is fighting for the top spot on the app. Right now, she is behind RuPaul's Drag Race contestant Corey King, and with the buzz that she is getting on TikTok, like she very well may have the top spot by the end of this week. Oh, and another thing that she's doing is going on TikTok Live. There was a point where she was doing TikTok Live every day, and she would only sing Hairspray songs if like she was getting gifts. So she'd be like, One Galaxy to sing You Can't Stop the Beat. She was panhandling on TikTok for gifts a la Jason Nash, and I don't know, like whatever you have to do. Jason Nash had other streams of income. I don't know if Nikki Blonsky has other streams of income. So that if that's what she needs to do, then that's what she needs to do because people are paying it. I need to also just talk about some of my other honorable mention Nikki Blonsky moments. My first one is my favorite tweet of hers of all time, which was her dressed in business casual getting ready to talk to Congress about cyberbullying with Danielle Staub. That is a real sentence. She tweeted, okay, Congress, let's get this discussion started. And she's dressed in like a blazer with suit pants and holding a briefcase, and she's like ready to go speak in front of Congress, which she actually did. Insane, like insane. And it was just about like online bullying. The next one, the chilling Instagram story when she was in West Virginia thanking that hotel. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here's the full story.
You guys, what's up? It is Nikki. I am finishing day 3 of CausaCon. It's been amazing. West Virginia, you've taken such good care of me. I love you all. But they went above me. I mean, this place is just mind-blowing. That's amazing. I think everybody needs a TV that big. I'm just saying. Beautiful artwork on the walls. And then you come over. Then you do this and you look out the window to gorgeous West Virginia. Oh my God, look at those mountains. It's so stunning.
Every time I watch it, like, I get full body chills because, like, why is she doing, like, she is making it seem like she is staying in the Ritz-Carlton in, like, the most expensive island in the world. And she's like, and we draw the curtain and we are looking at beautiful West Virginia, and it's like a parking lot and train tracks. Like, oh my God. Like, of course she's staying there for free for promoting it, but like, there could have been a better way to go about that. And like, oh my God, the TV comment too. Everyone needs a TV that big. And like, it's a 25-inch TV. Like, it's nothing to like write home about. Not that that's like not great, but like, it's a normal size hotel TV. It's like not anything crazy. This next one, when she compared Michael Jordan and like LeBron James talking about basketball to her talking about Hairspray on, I think it was an Instagram live or a TikTok live, where she was like, I'm going to stop talking about Hairspray when they stop talking about basketball, because basketball is their whole life. Hairspray is my whole life.
You think, is Michael Jordan ever going to stop talking about basketball? No, he's not. He's not. Why? Because that's what he loves. That's what fuels him. That's what he's good at. So guess what? As long as Michael Jordan's talking about basketball, as long as Shaq's talking about basketball, as long as A-Rod's talking about baseball, as long as Cher's talking about, say, I'm gonna fucking talk about Hairspray whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, you can kindly take yourself off of this live. And if you don't, I'll remove you myself. So. And
like, that to me was so unhealthy, because like Hairspray was one movie, and of course like athletes have like an entire career's worth of like stuff, and it's like they dedicate their whole life to that. I don't need to be pointing out the problems in that statement. Like, you guys can see it, but like the fact that she got on live and just ranted about the fact that like she will talk about Hairspray until she dies, because like that's what athletes do with their like athletic careers. Crazy work. But like, it is so Nikki. Like, it's so Nikki Blonsky. She also threw a coffee table when getting nominated for a Golden Globe. She was staying in a hotel. She like threw a coffee table against the wall, and she was like, if my mom was staying with me, I would have never done it. But she was like alone, and then she did that. I needed to tell you guys about this. Like, I was bursting inside because I needed to get this video out before the Nikki Blonsky pop culture renaissance kind of dies down. I needed to tell you about all of this stuff because it is like so crazy that she is getting back into the folds of pop culture and going really viral on TikTok. Like, I never thought I'd see the day. As someone who has been following Nikki Blonsky for a very long time, and someone who is a huge fan of Hairspray, crazy, crazy work. But thank you guys for watching this. Please like and subscribe this video. And sorry I missed like 2 weeks. It was my birthday, I was away, it was a whole thing, but I have a lot of fun videos planned coming up. I have like one all ready to go for next week. So like, I'm gonna be posting twice, and then I'm gonna be back on my regular schedule. So thank you guys for supporting. And what else do you guys wanna see? Like, please comment video ideas down below.
'Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean, of the sun and the sky.